We're in a cabin.
I'm in my own personal hell.
Oh, there's one of my hairs is on your face. Sorry.
Would you like to hear about my personal hell?
Oh, Lord.
If you're a fan of the show Breaking Bad, do you remember the episode where...
It's called The Fly, I think.
Where Walter and Jesse spend the entire episode trying to rid their lab of a fly? I'm living through that right now. We're in a cabin up north, getting some writing done, and there is a fly that has been here.
There are actually 2 flies.
2 flies since we arrived that will not leave me alone.
Yeah.
I cannot
it's right there. See it, guys?
Oh my god, it's gonna be on my head.
It's still in. I don't know. There's
The
nothing I
whole
can do.
video.
I've given up. It's been 2 days.
We've tried 100 different ways of trapping it, getting it outside, smashing it, poisoning it, everything we can think of.
I haven't tried smashing it because I know there's no way I'm going to be able to smash the fly.
And
Shane has a skewer and he's...
I've been chasing it around the... Oh my god. It's gonna land on my face during this video.
It's on your head. I can see it.
Anyway, this thing is just rubbing me to the bone.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot deal with it. Okay.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
It's time
To talk
about
our lives. Welcome back to another episode of Tuesday Grubbag.
Yeah, we missed Monday Grubbag.
By accident.
We didn't even know it was Monday. We're in a cabin. There's not even cell service. There's Wi-Fi, thank God. But like, there's not much up here. We're right by the Canadian border.
There's a lot of flies.
There's a lot of flies. There's some mosquitoes. We saw 2 deer this morning. That was nice.
But anyway, this series is where we answer all of your most burning questions about our life, our love,
Yep.
and our libations.
Oh boy.
So we have some great questions from last week's video. Put your questions in the comments below, and maybe we'll pick them for next week's video.
Yeah.
So here we go. We have some fun ones.
Oh my God. I haven't seen these as always. This is the first one. Starting off strong.
I told you the one because we had the...
Yeah, I got the one.
Prepare
I
for
didn't
it.
see this one though.
Yeah.
Is it me or does he have a big head? Actually, is it me or does he has a big head?
We've gotten a lot of new followers lately. Some of our shorts have been doing really well, and that's leading to a lot more questions like this from people that are not our normal viewers who know about us.
Nice.
And this is a common one.
This is actually answered in your children's book.
Yeah, why don't you tell them? Is it him or is it... I don't know what their name is.
It doesn't say.
Do I have a big head, Hannah?
Yeah. Well, Shane has a regular-sized head. You know, a pretty average human species.
You're below me. Yeah.
Head.
Line the tops of our heads up. See? We're even.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Your chin's bigger.
I have a bigger jaw.
Anyway, Shane has what his head would be if he didn't have SMA, just, whatever head he would have had.
Yep.
And because he had a spinal fusion, his body is smaller. So in comparison to his body, his head is larger.
Yes.
But in comparison to other adults, it's pretty a typical head.
My spine was fused with a metal rod
Yeah.
to keep it from curving
Yeah.
when I was a kid. And once you have that done, your body pretty much just stops growing like lengthwise.
Yeah.
Although my legs kept growing after that. Instead of my
Well,
arms.
maybe just your torso,
Really just my trunk.
stops, yeah.
So yeah, I have a very disproportionate head. I know that. I don't care. I have a big brain. I'm happy I have a big head.
You needed room for the brain.
And it doesn't really matter that it's bigger than my body.
No.
So no, it is not just you. I do have a big head. Thank you.
If you could live in any fantasy universe, and then examples Lord of the Rings, Twilight, Star Wars, etc., what would it be and why?
Oh, I don't mind. I think we're going to have the same answer. Let's count down. 3.
We're not going to... Okay, I'm going to give... I can't pick, so I'm going to give 2. I know what one you think. 3,
2, 1. Harry Potter.
However, I'm battling internally because I also would pick Twilight.
Ooh. What about Twilight would make you want to live in that universe.
My shot with Edward Cullen? I don't know.
So you like know them in this. You're not just in the universe.
That's what I'm saying. Is like obviously I'd rather be in Harry Potter, but in that one I'd rather be a witch. You know. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be. Like there's nothing special about Harry Potter unless you're in the wizarding world. Otherwise you're just a Muggle.
Well,
so that's not interesting.
I want to be in the Harry Potter world. I don't need to be like in the Harry Potter friend group.
Yeah, I think
but I
you
would
do.
like to go to Hogwarts.
Exactly. So like if we're in a fantasy world, we are one of them. I'm a vampire. Like I don't know if I even know Edward Cullen.
Yeah, that's the title. Hannah is a vampire.
I'm just saying, I also would like to pick that one.
Yeah, I would do Harry Potter. I would not fare well in Lord of the Rings.
No.
Star Wars maybe, but I'd probably end up like dropping my lightsaber and it would like slice my legs off. So
too scary.
I don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
But maybe me and Yoda could be friends. We both have the same body size, same level of wisdom and power.
Of course.
So who knows? I just want to ride a broom.
Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, I pick Halloweentown. That's my final answer.
New answer.
Okay. What is the 23rd photo on your phone? And that is why, that is the one that I saw because we had to pick our photos.
Be prepared. So we'll pop them up here. Hannah, what is your 23rd photo?
Mine is from September 8th, 2013. It even has the date.
Hello.
It is a picture of a street in Malta. I was on vacation with my parents. Hello, Chloe. Don't mind you.
You and your parents went to Malta.
Yes, we went to Malta, and that is a picture of the street that I took.
It looks absolutely beautiful. I'm extremely jealous that you were in Malta before you knew me.
I know, I'm sorry.
And I think this is funny. Another common comment that we're getting with all of our new followers is, oh, she's a gold digger, or like that old, tired thing that people say. I just think it's so funny that you were going on vacations to places like Malta before you met me, while I had like barely ever left Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And yet people are like, nope, she's after his money.
Yeah.
You're tramping around Malta.
You're saying Malta with a lot of disdain.
It's just beautiful. I'm really jealous.
Yeah.
I wish you would have gone after you knew me.
I know. We can go again.
Brought me along.
I feel like you're kind of a gold digger. Why don't I ever get that comment in my defense?
If people, they would be accurate.
I'm...
If they said that I was a gold digger, I'd be like, yep.
Yep, I'm trying to go to Malta.
All right. Oh, my photo.
Yeah.
So I'll put it here. This is maybe my crowning achievement as a human being.
Wow.
This contraption that you see before you is my beer drinking setup for this particular cup. This is my anti-gravity cup. It's magic, basically. You can see it has a very unusual shape. The problem is if I just set it...
Did you call it anti-gravity?
Yes.
Oh, I feel like it actually is gravity.
I call it anti-gravity.
That's because it goes up.
Yeah, my name doesn't.
Because it sucks out of the bottom.
My name's not related to reality.
Using gravity.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, sorry.
The straw mechanism is too short to just bring my head down and sip it. So I had to raise it up. So I was like, Hannah, get a cup, flip it upside down, but then I needed a little bit more height, so I put another, like, whatever that is, in the photo.
Is it a cup?
It's a...
Whatever.
Yeah, cup holder
What are those
thingy.
called?
That you put your
Table.
Table coaster.
Coaster.
But yeah, this is a perilous setup. Could have very easily spilled beer all over my laptop.
Wow.
But I made it work, and yeah, I'm an inspiration.
Okay. Why are you picking mean comments?
Oh, this one I wanted to do. I can read this one. I just wanted to highlight this one. So, the question is, how can you live like this?
Okay.
Someone replies along the lines of, why would you say that? Like, why are you asking them that? And then the original person says, it is so effing sad to look at that, and probably sad to live like that. I can't imagine putting my life, what this chick had to go through. Oh yeah. With that and all of his other disabilities. I can't imagine a life not being able to talk normal, look normal, or even walk in general. I can't imagine what she is going through, and damn, I hope she's in it for the money and the fame.
Oh boy.
Just,
Why did you pick that?
I want to highlight that this is a real individual who really feels like being disabled is that awful, that I'm putting you through hell, that my life is hell, all because I can't walk and have a big head. I just, I'm not even trying to be funny here, but this is why we have this channel, to help educate people like that and show them that life with a disability is not miserable.
Yes, that's why we have our channel, but I think it's extra interesting that this person saw one of our videos, which the purpose of it is, to hopefully keep people from saying things like this. Maybe they'll see the video and be like, oh wow. But instead of being like, oh wow, I thought that being disabled would be horrible, and
turns out I was wrong.
Instead they say, I can't imagine a life. You don't have to imagine it. We're literally making videos right here to be like, hey, it's actually not bad. And they're like, oh my God, that is so hard to watch. I cannot imagine how bad it must be.
We have hours and hundreds of hours of video here showing you that living life with a disability is not a tragedy.
And saying, I can't imagine what she's going through, when we have made hundreds of videos to show how great our life is. I'm in the most gorgeous place I could ever imagine right now, for fun for a weekend with my husband. In what world do I have a miserable life?
Well, you have to turn every once in a while and look at me, my sad...
and it's so hard to look at.
My sad, twisted self. I can't imagine. Can't imagine how you get through every day.
I know. Well, I can't imagine being that close-minded.
If you're watching, that was a good save there to say close-minded.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of what word I wanted to use.
If you're watching this and you believe that living with my disability is a terrible, bleak existence, please watch more of our videos. Watch other videos by other disabled people.
Yeah.
We're out here, we're living good lives.
Yep. Being in an interabled marriage with a 100% disabled vet myself, I know that Hannah likely has a natural talent for caring for others that she loves. I assume this because of myself. Hope I'm not misinterpreting. Would you say that you have a caregiver personality as well?
Wait, before you answer, just want to say, not wrong of you to assume that.
No.
It's a fair thing to assume.
That's a very, very fair thing to assume.
You're wrong. You are wrong.
Unfortunately for me and my loved ones, you're actually incorrect. I don't have a natural caregiver personality. I've said this before in one video, I think. Growing up,
oh my God,
my
the
parents...
flies on my head. I'm sorry.
My parents always joked... It was just kind of a running joke in our family that when they got old and were gonna move in with a kid, they were gonna move in with one of my brothers and not me or my other brother. So I just know I've never really had a natural caregiver personality. I'm not really touchy-feely. I'm very uncomfortable with that kind of stuff.
But something about me made all of that evaporate. Because I will say that your caregiver instincts, having, done this with me now for 6 years, are incredible. She perceives my needs and addresses them without me even having to say anything. And she's compassionate and comforting and always trying to figure out how to make me more comfortable and happy. That sounds like I'm suffering, but I'm not. And I've had heart-to-hearts with her mom and dad where they've been
what is it?
When Hannah's not there, when they've been we cannot believe that our daughter is capable of doing we are shocked we never knew this about her, and thank you for showing us that she has a heart. No, they didn't say it like that. But that was the general idea. They were
I always had a heart. I'm very caring about things. I was always saving worms off the sidewalk. It's not they were worried that I was gonna kill something. It's
but
not I was creepy.
But if you were playing video games,
yeah,
and your mom was hey Hannah, would you mind helping me make dinner? You'd be no, I'm doing my game.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. And just, I didn't want to be like a babysitter growing up. Whatever like caregiver inclinations there would have been, I just didn't have them. I don't know what they would have been, but I didn't have them.
And then first time I was like, will you lift me out of my chair? Turned a switch in her head. And she said, I will be your caregiver. I will caregive for you forever.
Nope. Okay. A piece of clothing that the other wishes they would stop wearing, if you have any, of course.
Well, I might not have copied the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
The question
it's
was,
a fragment.
The question was, what is a piece of clothing that the other one wears that you wish they wouldn't wear, if there is one?
The fly's on our microphone. I hope you can't hear it.
God. All right, Hannah, is there any clothing I wear that you wish I wouldn't wear? Go ahead. Ruin my day.
Sometimes the fuzzy socks with shorts makes me uncomfortable in the summer when we go out in public.
I'm coming around to the idea. I've seen myself in the mirror a few times lately.
Or in photos I've taken.
When I have shorts on and then fuzzy socks that go up to my knee. And I'm beginning to understand why it is not as endearing as I think it is. It's a little creepy.
What about me?
There's no particular item, and please don't get mad at me when I say this. Hannah has a tendency to wear things well beyond the time when they should have been washed once or 5 times. And there's nothing wrong with that when we're just kind of like in our house living life together. I don't mind. I love the way she smells. Emphasis on smells. But when we're going out every once in a while and she leans over and holds up her armpit and says, does this sweater smell? And then I have to lift that and honestly say, well, yeah, pretty bad. You haven't washed it in 3 months. So that is what my answer will be. People
are going to have a hard time distinguishing between the truth and the sarcasm, or you know, you're being a little bit over the top.
However much truth is told through jest.
Yeah. So. Well, it's not entire. Like, I don't wear sweaters for 3 months and then ask if they smell. But when I first started dating Shane, I remember that he washes his t-shirts every day. Like, he never rewears
Not every
a t-shirt.
day. Yeah.
Like, he puts every piece of clothing into the hamper after he wears it.
Right. Once I wear it once, I like to wash it.
And I was like, you don't ever wear a t-shirt like twice?
Hannah, look me in the lens and tell me that it is not a common experience that you ask me, does this article smell?
Yeah, I ask you that a lot.
And I respond a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes I say, no, it freaking doesn't. And I don't believe you. Because I'll smell it and it doesn't smell. I've only worn it for like half a day. And I'm like, hey, does this smell before I go out to dinner? And you always say yes. And I'm like, no, it doesn't.
I love that there are people watching right now who are like, wait, did she actually smell? Did she smell bad?
I tell them I don't smell bad.
She doesn't smell bad.
I don't smell
It's happened
bad.
like 2 times.
Yeah, seriously.
And it was not a normal occurrence.
Thank you.
I will say, something that was a little odd. We came into this cabin, this Airbnb that we're in, and the first thing Hannah said was, oh, thank God there's no washer and dryer.
What? Oh my gosh.
I was like,
I didn't.
that's a weird thing to be happy about. No, that didn't happen. All right, that was a fun one. We have one more, I think.
This
right?
is the last one. This is taking way too long.
Oh, yeah.
We're 20 minutes in.
Long video today.
Maybe we'll split it into 2.
Oh, no. Give the people what they want.
Okay. I don't know if they want this. How do you two deal with nerves when public speaking? I'm a bit shy like Hannah, and then I'm quite a shy, introverted person, which can sometimes make going to meetings with lots of different people and giving presentations at work challenging. How do we deal with nerves when public speaking?
Totally get that. I am an extroverted person, and I get nervous before we go on stage or before we have a meeting. I try to remember that, like, even if the worst case thing happened, even if I puked in front of the audience, so what?
Yeah.
What is so what would be the worst consequence of that?
Yeah.
100 people would laugh at me?
Probably
or,
not.
Or feel, weird about it? Okay, I'll probably never see them again.
Yeah.
They might not hire us again. Okay, probably wasn't gonna speak there again anyway. Like, oh well.
Yeah.
That's how I try to. It doesn't help. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it just, you eventually have to do the presentation. Like, before it, I'm always nervous. I typically try to go on my phone and distract myself. Like, I'll just be sitting there, and Shane is sometimes like, this is really inappropriate, you need to put your phone away. But I, like, even on stage before, I'll be like, I need to look at something. If I had a book, I'd be reading a book, but that's a little weird too. I just need to do something to not be sitting there, like, nervous.
Yeah.
And then once it starts, it's fine.
Yep. That's the weird thing about speaking. Once you hear the first laugh from the audience, you just feel a burst of confidence.
Yeah.
And you can get through it without worrying. So
Yep.
that's how we do it.
Yes.
All right, this is a long one.
Yes, it is, and filled with lots of weird things and things that are probably going to be misinterpreted for
gonna
a long time to come.
I'm going to try to get Hannah to bathe.
I just showered. My hair is wet from a shower.
See, already. Monday Grubbag. Tuesday Grubbag.
Bye.
We're going to go tell a fly.
Okay, no, we're not.